getting everything out of your head. It's carrying a notebook, having the tools that you need with you all the time, because you don't want to rely on your head to remember what you need to remember when you need to remember it. So you start out by getting the habit of always being ready to collect information wherever you are. Another tool that the collecting habit uses is the inbox. Once you collect all your information, you put it in your inbox. Now, everyone has an inbox, I realized. You also have an inbox. My first inbox was my entire apartment. So when I walked into my apartment, I had papers everywhere, on the fridge, on the door. So what I did was I bought a $2 box, and what that effectively did was reduce the size of my inbox from my entire apartment to this one box to get organized. Habit number 2 is process. Once everything's in the inbox, now you have to process. The way you do that is you ask yourself 2 questions. You take something out of the box and you say, what is it? Once you determine what this is, you ask yourself a second question. What do I do with it? Or what action do I take next? So what is it and what do I do? There are some things in your box that are multi-step tasks. Those are projects. For example, if I wrote on my little book, learn to dance, put it in my inbox and pulled it out, that's a project because I can't just learn to dance. I need to find a school. I need to decide what I want to learn. And whenever you have a project, you need to ask yourself another question. The question is, what is the successful outcome of this project? So if I want to learn how to dance, the reason for learning how to dance may be, in my case, to dance at my daughter's wedding. The third habit is plan. Okay? Planning is a way of taking unstructured, moment-to-moment workflow and shaping it into an optimal structure. And one way to do this is to select your most important tasks. Every day, if you have a list of 10 tasks, you can pick 3, or if you have a list of many tasks, pick 3 that you're going to do primarily every day. Right? So if you do 10, just pick 3 that you're definitely going to do first thing in the morning. That invokes the 80-20 rule and helps you achieve your goal quicker. One of those 3 tasks should be associated with one of your long-term goals. Now, the do habit, the last habit, the do habit, is the key habit. Okay? Do one task at a time. When you do something, do one task at a time without any distractions. It's called single tasking. Single tasking together with focus is the key to execution. Do not try to multitask. Saving time by multitasking is a myth. I heard once that multitasking is really continuous partial attention. Do single tasking instead. And don't let yourself get interrupted. There was a study by a university in California where they studied office workers getting interrupted. And they found out that office workers, when they do get interrupted, it takes them 25 minutes to get back into the flow of the task that they were doing before. Multitasking, they found out, also causes stress. And also attributes to the loss of short-term memory. Now, I've introduced you to several of the habits that I use to help me remember things. That is, collect habit, the process habit, the planning habit, and the do habit. So what I'm basically describing here is take everything that comes to you, take it out of your head, and put it into a system of habits that help you remember what to do and when to do it. And so, what's the secret to not forgetting anything? Well, the secret is to never forgetting anything have nothing to remember. Because if you have to remember something and it's not in your system, then you might not remember it. Don't trust your brain. You cannot forget anything if there's nothing to remember. And if you don't believe me, just look at me. I can guarantee you there's nothing going on up here. My mind is completely blank. And I am living in the present.
All right.
Thank you. Madam Toastmaster.